Welcome back. Today we're going to work in the source monitor. The source monitor is going to be the upper left corner of your work area, and we're going to use this panel to prepare clips to be put into your sequence or to be put into your timeline to create your video. A couple ways to put your clips into the source monitor. From the project panel here, you can drag and drop them on the source monitor. You can double click on it, or you can right click on the clip and choose open in source monitor. All three do the same exact thing. Put it up here for you to prepare it to be able to put into your sequence. All right. Just to go through your source monitor quickly, over here on the left side you have a time code, and this time code here is going to be where the playhead is, the playhead position. All right, the playhead is going to be this shape here on this ruler looking thing at the bottom. All right, your time code is going to be from the right to left. The far right is going to be frames, seconds, minutes, hours. Next to the playhead position time code, you have a zoom. Directly underneath your video playback, you have two buttons. The first film strip button, this is going to be your video only, drag video only into the timeline. The waveform icon, this is going to be drag audio only into the timeline. Now to the far right side, the first drop down, this is going to be your playback resolution. The wrench here is just the settings, and then this time code on the far right side is the total duration of the clip, all right, or the duration of your in and out points when you use those. All right, so now what this is my total time in this clip is 9 seconds and 2 frames. Across the very bottom, you have some buttons to prepare your clip. All right, first one going from left to right, we have add marker. Second one, mark in. This is the one we'll use probably the most in the source monitor here. This is mark in, means this is the first frame you want to use when you put it into your sequence. Next to it is your mark out. Similar, we'll use this one the most up here. Mark out means this is the last frame I want to use when I put it into my timeline. All the other buttons go to mark in, go back 1 frame, play, stop playback when it is playing, go forward 1 frame, go to mark out. The next two here are ways to put the clip into your timeline. You have an insert edit and you have an overwrite edit. All right, and then the last button here is export this frame as a still image. All right, far right side of your source monitor here, this plus sign is where you can add buttons at the bottom there. But for what we need, everything is already there by default. All right, so the first thing to do when preparing your clip here is we're going to play it back either by dragging the playhead or playing it. All right, and we want to stop it, put it on around the frame that we want it to start in. All right, once you got it here, you're going to hit mark in. A couple things will change. Your timeline ruler here will become a lighter color, and also the duration time on the far right side will become shorter. All right, so mine went from 9 seconds down to 5 seconds, 21 frames. All right, because my playhead was 3 seconds in, and I'm saying this is where I want it to start. So now the total duration that's going to be used is now down to 5 seconds. All right, then we're going to play it, drag your playhead. We're going to find the last frame you want to use, and we're going to hit the mark out button. All right, now we have still the lighter color ruler here at the bottom. We see kind of our mark in, our mark out, All right, and then now our total duration is now even shorter. So this is now the duration between the part of the clip we're using. All right, the parts in between the mark in and the mark out. If you load multiple files up here into the source monitor, if you go to the panel menu, you can see the ones that you have open. All right. If you do one at a time, you can then load up the next one. So I'm going to switch over to the second clip I have. All right. So in and out points will choose the one specific part of the clip that you want to use, but occasionally it will happen where you want to use multiple parts. All right. Using in and out points won't delete anything of the video, but we cannot choose multiple in and out points on one clip. All right. But in Premiere, we have the option to do subclips. All right. So it works similar. We find the part we'd like to use, mark in, last frame we'd like to use, mark out. All right. Here we can do right click on our video playback, and we're going to do the option make subclip. All right, we click make subclip. This isn't going to show on your screen, but you'll get a pop-up window that's a make subclip, and then you can just rename it to whatever part of that clip that it is. I'm just going to call mine sub, and this is the editing clip, so I'm going to call it sub editing. And I can click OK. All right, and you'll see here in my project panel that it's created a new video file from this editing one that we put into the source monitor. All right, so once you create your subclip, you come back up to your source monitor, right click on the video playback. We can choose clear in and out, which you won't see this, but it's about halfway down. All right, and now once you've created your subclip, you go clear the in and out, we can set to new mark ins, mark outs, and choose a different part of this editing video that we have in the source monitor there.